Yeah,
And
yeah.
we had a bunch of underways, and then I showed up at Bud's 100% out of shape, and it
Well,
was tough, man.
wait a minute. Let me go ahead and back this up real quick. You showed up for Buds out of shape? Because how
Yeah,
you
hundred
gonna show up
percent,
for
bro.
Buds?
I ran a 38:50 4 mile for the first time run.
That
Passing
don't
was
make no
32
damn sense. How you
minutes.
gonna show up for Buzz out of shape? Because Buzz is the top. That's the top of the cream of the crop, dog.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
They had just
you got to be
graduated
on your
87
game.
cats that summer, Blaine. I say,
Yeah,
man, this shit getting easy, partner.
yeah,
I'm gonna go out of shape.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, not a good idea. I wouldn't let none of my guys do that now, man. But
oh, you
I'm a
got
different
yeah,
dude, man. I grew up in the woods. I grew up working like my dad was a truck driver.
yeah,
So I
exactly,
tell people
exactly.
in summer,
Uh
I had
huh.
summer labor camp going on in my house.
Yeah,
And it was
exactly.
good though. I learned a lot. I learned how to work hard.
Uh
I
huh.
tell the story, our water main broke.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
wanted $2,000 to fix the water main.
Uh huh.
My dad called into work, said, "Hey,
Hmm.
I'll be there in 2 days."
Uh huh.
He said, "Get a shovel. You start up there, I'm gonna start down here." I might have been 10 years old.
Uh huh.
We hand dug 100-foot trench in that Washington State clay down
Uh huh.
4 feet and re-ran the water main from the street up to the
Uh huh.
house in 2 days. We worked around the
Damn.
clock. He had lights out there at night. I
You
would go
working like
inside,
you
lay
like a
down, take a
Hebrew
nap. I was so
slave.
little.
Damn.
So there's stuff like that. So when I show up out of shape, I ran at nights. I did my
Okay.
work, my 14 hours of training in the daytime, and
Uh
then
huh.
I hit that speed tree at night.
Damn. Okay, tell me about Buzz, man. Because everybody, I mean, man, it's like horror stories and stuff. You got guys coming in there from Olympic teams. They washing out. They
Oh
getting
yeah.
kicked to the curb.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause
man.
you be seeing some guys come up here. Because I was watching some stuff on TV. Guys came on. You look like big old bodybuilder. He got his ass kicked. He was out there in 2 damn days. I'm like, damn.
So I tell the
You know.
story. Hey
Uh
man,
huh.
listen to this one, Blaine.
Uh
We
huh.
showed up, we had 200 cats in our class.
Yeah.
When we got to class,
Uh huh.
6 weeks later, we hadn't even
Uh huh.
started yet. We were in ramp up.
Uh huh.
We was down to 100.
Damn. 50% washout.
We hadn't even started training yet. And then first couple of days, we ate another 30 people. We was down to 70. We were down to 70 in like 2 weeks, including the
Damn.
5 people ahead of me, the four people in the chain of command ahead of me. All 4 of them disappeared. Like I got put in charge week 3, I think,
Uh
beginning of week
huh.
3, end of week 2.
Uh huh.
Yep. So I mean,
What are y'all doing? I'm like, damn, the washout rate. I'm like, damn, what you guys doing? Lifting cars and stuff like
y'all
that?
listen. None of it. Here's what I'm gonna tell everybody. None of it's hard if you got a background cemented in hard, gritty work.
Okay.
Okay. When I take a wrestler and I put them in training, them dudes
Mm.
is like, "Come on, man, this ain't that bad." I'm like, "I told you, it's
Uh-huh.
not that bad." The difference is you got a lot of guys out there, and there's this new fallacy running around. If you work hard enough, you
Uh-huh.
can make it.
Uh-huh.
All right. You better have the answers to the test, right? Like I got this new masterclass online at jakeswig.com,
Uh-huh.
and I built it because there's only one of me, right? But we've
Exactly.
only lost one dude in the last 15 years on my training program.
Okay.
That's not true. We lost 2. Okay.
Okay.
One dude wouldn't listen. He got kicked out 2 weeks before graduation. I don't really
Uh-huh.
count him because he was
Uh-huh.
stupid. We've had
Yeah.
one guy go to training and he wasn't wired right for it. He didn't make it.
Okay.
Okay. We ain't had nobody fail out because they couldn't run fast enough, swim fast enough. They couldn't pass the dive test. So I made this master class to
Uh-huh.
supplement that. Okay.
Okay.
But the number one reason people fail when they get to SEAL training, they not
Uh-huh.
prepared.
Uh-huh.
And they not prepared mentally.
Okay.
So if I ask you this, Blaine, what do you think the hardest thing at SEAL training is?
I would say it have to be the mental. You
Okay.
have because your brain runs your body.
Absolutely. Okay, so the mental. Now, what aspect of your day mentally is the hardest thing to do every day?
Man, I could off the bat shoot, eat, sleep. Man, I know I couldn't pass this damn test. I don't
Getting
think I could
getting
get
up in the morning, Blaine.
exactly.
Getting up in the
Off
morning
that
at
bed, nice
2
comfy bed.
at 2:50, Blaine.
Damn.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Knowing that when you step out that door,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna be standing there with butterball naked,
Uh-huh.
and an instructor's gonna be kicking you in the nuts for the next 14 hours.
Damn.
Okay? So this
That
was
bed
my.
is a bitch, man. Getting out that bed, that's nice and
Hey
comfy.
man, I'm gonna tell you. Here's my. But dog, you gotta have a plan, right?
Yeah,
The first
exactly.
morning I woke up,
That
I was
bed
like,
be
I had
feeling
like
good.
10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I was sitting there like, oh my God, man, we got to go out here to training, man. What the
Uh-huh.
hell? You know, you just got done working out the day before. So they like you got a problem sleeping. You go to bed,
Exactly.
you wake up, like,
Mm-hmm.
so I said, okay, we can't do this no more. When I
Uh-huh.
got back that night, got back to my room at 6:37,
Uh-huh.
I had a beeper. I had a little beeper
Uh-huh.
back then, right? Late 90s. And it
Yeah,
had the exact time on it.
uh-huh.
And so I set my alarm clock to go off 20 seconds before I needed to be in formation.
Okay.
Okay? I'm sorry, 40 seconds. 40
Uh-huh.
seconds. So I could shave. I had a little electric razor. I just had a little bit of peach fuzz. I would
Uh-huh.
shave in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I would grab all of my clothes that I would have laid out the night before.
Uh-huh.
I would run out of my room. It took me 20 seconds to get from my room to formation.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And then I would slide down a light pole with my clothes in my hand,
Mm.
and I would go to formation and get dressed.
Okay.
So when that alarm went off, I didn't have time to think about nothing. I was down to the second
Uh-huh.
to get to formation.
Okay.
And that made it easy for me. Because when the alarm went off, I jumped out of bed, I shaved, and before I knew it, it was 6:30 at night, and I was back in my room eating my banana and my ice cream sandwich from the little bodega right down the street. And I was just like, all right, cool, let's lay this down. I would go to bed at like 7 o'clock every night. So I was still getting solid sleep, right? I was still getting, 7.5 hours, almost 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
But that's all I did, man. So that's
Damn.
the hardest part of Buzz, man. Everybody want to talk about all this other stuff. Hardest part of Buzz is getting up in the morning.
Serious? Okay. Damn.